Cycling is one of the most sustainable ways to get around. It's zero emissions, good for your health, and great for communities, right? But there's a hidden part of cycling's environmental footprint that almost no one ever talks about. The waste created when tires, inner tubes, and e-bike batteries reach the end of their life. Every year in the UK alone, tens of thousands of tons of bicycle tyres and inner tubes are discarded. In the absence of dedicated recycling systems, most of this waste either ends up in landfill, gets incinerated, or is simply stockpiled. Why is that a problem? Well, rubber doesn't break down easily. Bicycle tyres and tubes can take decades to decompose, and in landfill they can leach harmful chemicals into soil and water. And even when tyres are burned for energy, that comes with a huge carbon footprint, producing nearly 3 kilos of CO2 for every kilo of rubber burned. So for something as green as cycling, there's a blind spot in the life cycle of a bike, and it's a big one. Before we talk solutions, we need to understand why recycling bicycle tyres and tubes hasn't happened at scale, and it's not just laziness. Bicycle tyres are made of rubber. They're reinforced with steel beads. They're vulcanized, meaning the rubber is chemically bound and hard to break apart. When you try to recycle tyre rubber like you might with plastic or metal, the steel reinforcement and complex chemical structure make it hard to process.
Steel beads can wrap around shredding machines, causing damage. And traditional tyre recycling systems weren't designed for this.
For years, this technical challenge meant there wasn't a viable recycling path, and cyclists often didn't even have a place to take their old tyres. So what's being done about all this? That's where Velorim-Group comes in. Velorim runs a national recycling network for bicycle tyres, inner tubes, and even lithium-ion e-bike batteries, with a simple mission: stop this waste going to landfill or incineration. With over 700 collection locations across the UK, cyclists and bike shops can drop off old tyres and tubes instead of throwing them away. And yes, it really is that accessible. Local bike shops, mobile mechanics, and workshops can become drop-off centres, making recycling part of everyday cycling life. Step 1. Find a centre. Cyclists look up their local recycling centre on the Velorim website. Step 2. Drop off your waste. Bring used tyres, tubes, and lithium-ion batteries to the centre. Step 3. Support the process. A small levy applies, for example, £1.50 per tyre or £30 per battery, which supports the recycling operations. Step 4. No waste is left behind. Everything collected is recycled responsibly. It's not burned or sent overseas. That levy might sound small, but it's what keeps the system running. And because cyclists and retailers are part of the solution, Velorim makes recycling practical, not just theoretical. So what happens to all those tyres and tubes once they're collected? Research is underway on devulcanization, turning old rubber back into raw material. Instead of waste clogging up landfills or being burned, the rubber and metal get a second life. Most of it becomes part of new products, closing the loop on the life cycle. Velorim's progress is promising, but they're just scratching the surface. There is a drive to open more Velorim centres. And that's important, because many cyclists still live far from a recycling point. One of the biggest challenges is accessibility, reaching communities across every region. There's also a broader push for policy changes. For example, in Scotland, it's already illegal to throw bike tyres in household waste, and similar moves elsewhere could accelerate recycling uptake. So what can you do if you care about the environment and sustainability in cycling? Every cyclist can play a part in making cycling genuinely sustainable, not just in how we ride, but in how we deal with the end of life of our bikes. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell us what topics around cycling and sustainability you want to see next.